Hello there, this is DBT and these are the rooms. And alright, let's continue playing some more Asphalt Legends Unite. And today, I'm gonna be focusing on this beautiful car that you see on the screen right now, and that's of course the Lamborghini Countach LPI 800-4. The former, what would I say, poster car of Asphalt Legends Unite, but now it has been replaced by the Temerari, but either way, this car, absolutely gorgeous, and today I'm gonna finish starring it up. But before I jump into it, if you enjoy my content, please hit the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel, because doing these things help the channel to continue to grow, and in that way I can continue making this content for you. So go ahead, like and subscribe for some more alu right here. But alright, first things first, I should probably mention that this video is being recorded at the very end of, what is this season called? The Pinnacle of Speed season. You can see that's actually only 2 hours before the season ends, so this gives you an idea as to when this was recorded. I don't know when the video is gonna be released, but it's probably gonna be in a few days or a couple of weeks, who knows? So by the time this video is out, all of this already happened quite a bit ago, but still I wanted to record a video because, oh boy, I'm excited to finally do this. Now, let me show you the current status of my car, and, well, you can see over here, I have it already at 5 stars and only missing 29 blueprints in order to take it to the 6th star. Now, this whole thing comes obviously from the linked special events that were happening throughout the season. In fact, currently, this one is also battling just like the season itself. And over here, I made all of the progress that I could, right? I ended up spending tokens in order to start up my Porsche 911 GT3 RS, which is obviously a very, very useful car, so I went for that. I already had this both at 6 stars, so that was not a problem. And over here, well, I did everything that I could. I claimed all of the blueprints and everything. All that I'm missing to claim is 2 epics over here from getting the car at 6 stars. And then after that, I could even participate over here in order to get a bit of credits, maybe some epics and whatnot. However, this is honestly, other than the tokens, is not super important to me, and I will explain why. And for that, let me go back. Okay, I guess I can show it to you over here if I can click on this without it spending tickets. Yeah. All right, so here's the deal about my car. Currently, I have 2 epics applied over here and 1 epic applied over here, and I have another 13 blueprints, epics already on, on my storage or whatever. So that means I already have all of the epics that I need in order to gold this car. So legit, all that I need is to get it to the 6th star. And of course, what do I need to do about that? Well, I've said it a million times in this channel. Whenever people ask me, DBT, how are you saving so many tokens? DBT, why are you not spending your tokens? I always give the exact same answer. Because my tokens only really have one single purpose, and that is Lamborghini. And well, we're talking about Lamborghini today, aren't we? Oh yeah, I'm gonna spend some tokens in order to finally get this car to 6 stars. Now, here's the thing though. These packs, as usual, they have a drop rate of 10%. So yeah, low percentage. If I buy a 10 packs, I only really have, speaking about probabilities and all, 1 out of those 10 packs is gonna have a blueprint for the car. However, there's still also the guaranteed drop that always you will get from getting a 10 pack. So leaving aside the randomness of these packs, the most that I'm gonna need to buy is gonna be about 10 of these 10 packs. That is to say, I need to spend about 9,000 tokens in order to guarantee taking this car to the final star. Now that's a bunch of tokens for sure, but hopefully I'm gonna be lucky, a little bit lucky, and get some packs that contain more than 3 blueprints. Because again, this is guaranteed, the 3 blueprints are guaranteed, and then on top of that, the 10% chance in the other 9 packs to maybe get some more. So, without further ado, let's start buying this thing because, oh boy, am I excited about it. So, oh, Jesus Christ, I didn't mean to skip it. Oh, wow, there's so much for making it slow and steady, but yeah, there we go, 6 blueprints right here. Ah, fantastic. All right, so that's the first one. Yeah, let's just keep on buying. I'm telling you, I am normally not too happy to spend a lot of tokens, but the reality, like I just said, is that I always have these tokens for Lamborghini. Let's go. This pack is gonna contain 2 drops at least. That's 1, and the last one that will be the guaranteed. So there it is. Another, oh no, wait, woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! 9 blueprints in this one. Whoa, that's looking pretty good. So that means I'm only, what, 14 blueprints away? Nice. This is looking pretty good. This already saved me a bunch of tokens. Considering that I was thinking that each one of these 10 packs were gonna give me, what, only 3 blueprints, and the fact that I already got 4 more blueprints, 4 more drops, and there's another one. Oh man, this has saved me already like 3,600 tokens, if not more. Oh, look at that, 8 more blueprints. Oh, come on, game. Well, either way, this is absolutely fantastic for me. All right. Yeah, sure, whatever. Come on, game. Oh, Jesus. Six more. Come on, give me one more drop, random drop, and then the last one will be the guaranteed one. Random. No, okay. I'm only gonna get the guaranteed one. Okay, that's fair. So now with this last one, it's guaranteed for me to... Ooh! Wait up. Are there wildcards for this? Okay, I just checked, but I didn't have any wildcards. I don't even know if there are wildcards for 5 stars, or rather for 5 out of 6 stars. You know what I'm saying, right? Though, to be honest, even if I did have some wildcards for that, I don't know that I would like to spend them. Because again, those are rare, and over here all I need to do is buy some more packs, so it's fine. I would rather do this. So I only need one more drop, which is a guaranteed one, so this next 10 pack will contain everything that I need. The question is the game gonna be funny with me and it's gonna give me a ton of blueprints that I won't need anymore? Either way, at the very least, this is gonna be a bunch of, what are they called? Trade tokens, the red tokens, so yes. All right, so that's 2, 3, there we go. Yeah, this already gave me, that's one drop. And this already gave me everything, so yep, the last one still will have the guaranteed one, but yeah, I know. The last one is gonna be, yep, look at that. You know what this means? This means 6-star Lamborghini Countach, let's go, oh man. Not only that, because of all of the epics that I've gotten through previous events and whatever, I'm legit gonna be able to just gold this car. So how about we do that right now? I'm not actually gonna do that. Okay, I'll explain. So the thing is that as I'm recording this, you can see over here that there's some packs for the Rematch Nevera Time Attack. I am currently saving credits for this thing. Now, I'm in the middle of an experiment to see if I can get enough credits in, you know, grinding this whole thing in order to do it, whatever. So right now, I don't want to spend a lot of credits into, you know, because that will derail my experiment over here. I don't necessarily need at this exact moment my Countach to be at gold, though I do want to test it at gold in multiplayer. So what do? Well, I'm going to do something a little bit unorthodox for my videos. Whoa, what just happened? I changed the color of the car and all of my currencies are different and... Okay, I'm playing the Nintendo Switch version of the game. You know that I play both. I play on the Nintendo Switch and I also have a global account. And in this account, because of this same event and everything, I was able to gold the car already. Straight up gold. So, yeah, I want to test it in multiplayer. Just real quick as information over here. In this account, because over here I have gone premium more times, I did get more blueprints in the past and whatnot, so it was much easier for me to gold this car in this series of events, but either way. So, I have this car. There is also an MP2 series that is about to end in about 2 hours, so how about I actually get to drive my Countach LPI. So, let me go ahead and select it. And I am in the wrong class because, of course, yeah, over here I do have more cars. There it is. Oh, just look at it, man. So beautiful. Gold. Yeah, let's see what I can do with it. Now, in an ideal world, what I wanted to do was actually test this car in MP1 rather than 2. The problem is that MP1 has been a little bit annoying lately, at least in my opinion, where so far I'm currently stuck in Platinum 3, I believe. And no, I believe I'm in Platinum 4 and this thing needs Platinum 2, or I'm on 3 and this needs Platinum 1, something like that. I don't quite remember which is which. The point is that I'm 2 sub-leagues under what I actually need. So yeah, I'm not gonna do this again. The multiplayer series are about to end, they've not been busy, so whatever. So I instead decided to play with this in MP2 and it'll be fine. Maybe at some other point in my global account, once I do properly gold this car, once I decide to spend all of the credits that I need in order to do this, then maybe over there, and once I rank up enough, I will make a proper video on testing this car in MP1. But for the time being, and besides, this video was already half occupied by me opening the packs and explaining everything, so maybe that's not necessarily... I wouldn't have enough time to do a proper full video. Jesus, this car is lagging massively. Did you see how he disappeared for a long time and then he suddenly reappeared? Jeez. But yeah, I mean, at the very least, I want to do some races with this thing, enjoy it a little bit, because man, I did not believe that I was gonna end up acquiring this car at gold. Now, there's a whole story about this car and how it was a pain in the rear bumper, but I guess I'll wait for the next race. But look at that. Okay, a bunch of... Well, there was a LaFerrari Aperta that beat me, but I did beat the Neon Edition Revuelto to Apertas Revuelto and a 911 G2 RS Club Sport. Okay. Oof, just noticed the credits that I got over there. Oh yeah, I got a good multiplier. Okay, on the previous lane, excuse me, on the previous race, it was kind of the easy lane. where I was racing against cars of a similar rank and, you know, same or lower class, except for the Class S of the GTR Neo. Now, this race is, oh gosh, all Class S, and I already messed up the jump. Beautiful. Yeah, no, these guys are gonna absolutely destroy me because all of these cars are way faster than mine, but hey, it's fine. Now, I didn't want to say how this car was a bit of a nightmare and why I didn't think I was even gonna acquire this car over time. This is a story that I'm gonna tell you. It's from the times of Asphalt 9, before this thing became Asphalt Legends Unite. And this was one of the most controversial Legend Passes. Legend Passes is what are now known as Unite Passes. So I might switch the terminology a little bit, but anytime that I say Legend Pass, it's still the Unite Pass, okay? So this was probably one of the most controversial Legend Passes that we ever got, because, oh boy, it was very special. Now, by now you're, oh Jesus Christ, by now you're probably very, very used to this whole idea of, hey, you buy a Unite Pass, Legend Pass, whatever, and you are gonna get a card guaranteed over there, right? And that is kind of how it always has been in the Legend Passes until the Raging Bull season. And oh boy, that was, I believe, like 2022? I'm not even sure, but hey, I got a 3rd place. That's not too bad, given that everything was faster than me. But hey, look at that. Oh, I did beat all of the ultimate arrows. Jesus. The Legend Pass, oh, what just happened? The Legend Pass for the Raging Bull season, which was a season about Lamborghini, which obviously for me sounded like an amazing thing. That Legend Pass had this car as a feature card for that Legend Pass, and it's like, oh my god, the new, back then, the new King of Class A is actually found in the Legend Pass. Oh my god, this is gonna be amazing. Woo, absolutely crazy. Except that we did not know that this car was gonna be a key car, and that the key was gonna be acquired only if you completed all of the pass, right? You know how you have to, you have, I don't know how many levels in the Legend Pass and whatnot. You do a bunch of missions and then you can complete it and get all of the rewards. Well, that's what you needed in order to complete, or rather, in order to get this car. You might be thinking, well, that's not a problem. I mean, every season I finish all of the missions of the Legend Pass, of the Unite Pass. So how is that a problem? What you needed to do was do the mission. Oh, but therein lied the complications about this. The missions were absolutely, incredibly difficult to do. All right, I got another 3rd place. Honestly, I wasn't paying attention to what I was racing against in this one, but this is working pretty good, man. This car do feel really good, let me tell you that. And by the way, I'm driving it not even overclocked, so there was that. So yeah, there we go. CC850 Navayan beat me, but I did beat 3 ultimate arrows. Nice. So as I was saying, these races were absolutely crazy difficult. And why? Or rather, these conditions. Why? Well, you know that normally the missions are very simple, right? Like, hey, do a race with Class S without doing jumps. Do a race in Class B, destroying less than 30 objects, things like that, right? No, this one were about do this race and do maybe 5 flat spins with a 5-star Lamborghini, whatever, and some very rare car. It needed you to have a crazy, crazy, crazy garage in order to do it. Even I, the Lambo collector, could not get it. Simply because it needed a lot of very rare, a lot of very rare cars. Think of the SC18, the SC20, all of those key cars or very rare cars that show very, very rarely. Missions with those cars and at high stars. It was absolutely ridiculous on how difficult it was. The idea was precisely so that even if you bought the Unite Pass or the Legend Pass back then, you could not get the car. It was, honestly, like I said, it was an incredibly controversial one because everybody hated it. And Gameloft got a ton of backlash for it. Did they do anything about it? Not really. They stuck to their guns and they said basically like, no, but we actually in the patch notes said that additional conditions would be required in order to unlock the car. And if you notice, I don't know if they do this nowadays, but in previous patch notes, they would do that. That would be their way of being like, no, we said that it's not guaranteed. They would still put that the Legend Pass car would need additional conditions, which was, again, like a loophole in order to say, hey, we didn't promise you were going to be able to get it by buying the pass. You still need to do other stuff as well. But like I said, as hard and absolutely impossible or incredibly difficult that it was to get this car, Gameloft got enough backlash from the community and from everybody basically that they learned their lesson right away. They never ever did this again where they're like, oh, we're gonna put the car but you cannot actually get it because it's gonna be locked under incredibly difficult conditions. No, they never did it again, so hey, at least they learned from their mistake. And to be fair, for Nintendo Switch players, myself included here on the Switch, because the Nintendo Switch was 1 year behind the global version back in the day, meaning events that would happen in global would have happened a year later on the Switch. That meant that this season, the Raging Bull season, well, again, it happened 1 year later. And for the Nintendo Switch, they completely changed it with, hey, anybody that buys the Legend Pass, get this car instantly. That was it. No crazy thing about the conditions, anything like that. They did fix it for us Nintendo Switch players, so that was actually how I was able to get this car over here. But anyway, I just wanted to tell you a little bit of that horror story that the players in Global went through because, man, myself included, because again, I do play in Global. So yeah, it was a bit of a nightmare, a bit of a weird situation, but again, I'm really glad that Gameloft learned from it and they never again did anything like that. So hey, here's for learning. But yeah, now what I'm gonna say about the cars, I've been driving it. I've not been paying the most attention to the races because I've been telling you this story, and you know that as I'm yapping, I don't pay as much attention to the races, and yet I've been getting somewhat decent results with this car, so that should tell us just how good this car is, man. It's so good to have this car at gold over here, and also in my global account once I decide to spend the credits. But again, because I'm in the middle of an experiment with the whole thing on the Rematch Nevera Time Attack special hunt, well, that will have to wait for me to gold this car. But I have all of the resources to do it, or at least all of the epics, so that's gonna be fantastic. And once I do, I'll put some effort into doing some some MP1 races with this thing and properly test it and give you my opinions and whatnot. But for now, let me tell you, this thing is an absolute pleasure to drive. And yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm so glad to finally have, like I said, the poster car for this game. Not only do I own it, straight up at gold. If you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Hit the like button, all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.